May all beings have happiness in its causes. May all beings be free from suffering in its causes. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. May all beings dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. May all beings enjoy inner peace and world peace now and forever. Malusem chen kungi gangyo chi dude punche mi tse chomze la na malu yanda kingyo pe chomden ko chene di shek su so. Protector of all beings without exception, endless subduer of harmful energies and beings, Bhagavan, knower of all things and attendants, please come here to this place. Jayananda, the Crow Master. My kingdom is Samadhi, the realm of pure awareness and knowledge. There I abide in innate purity, free from duality, free from preconception and discursive thought. My realization has assured my freedom. In Bengal, long ago, there lived a Brahmin priest who had been converted to the practices of Tantric Buddhism. Maintaining his outer life as it was, he secretly practiced the Tantric Mysteries. Among his offerings were tormas, little cakes specially prepared and consecrated to represent the body of the deity. After tasting the tormas during the course of a ceremony, he followed the custom of throwing the remainder upon the ground for the benefit of the dogs and birds and hungry ghosts. A large flock of crows, who are very intelligent beings, soon became aware of this practice and waited each day at the appointed time for their sacramental feast. A jealous neighbor, another Brahmin priest, whose ways were very strict and conservative, noticed this daily congregation of crows outside Jayananda's house and took to spying upon him. He speedily discovered his neighbor's apostasy and wasted no time in reporting his findings to the king, a staunch foe of Buddhism. The king ordered Jayananda brought to him in chains. "There is no sin or waste in making offerings to the gods," said the prisoner in reply to the king's accusations. "Release me from these bonds." But the king was adamant and ordered Jayananda incarcerated in the depths of the palace prison. Later that day, as the hour for the ritual feast grew near, the faithful congregation of crows gathered outside the Brahmin's house. In vain they waited for the tasty cakes. Growing angry and restless, they dispatched scouts to spy out the whereabouts of their benefactor. Imagine their outrage when they learned that he was chained to the wall of a dungeon. Like thunderclouds gathering in the distance, the vast ebony flock filled the sky as they converged on the palace of the king. Flying through every open door and window, the crows descended upon the throne room diving at people's heads and pecking at their eyes and hands. Bleeding people ran screaming from the attack, but there was no place to hide. Finally, a man who understood the language of the birds hurried to the king, who was hiding under his throne, and told him that the crows were demanding the release of a certain Brahmin who was their father and mother. The besieged king immediately sent for Jayananda. The moment the Brahmin appeared, the birds settled down on every available perch. Like an ominous black fog, they awaited the outcome. The king prostrated himself before the Brahmin and begged his forgiveness. Then he pleaded with Jayananda to send the crows out of the palace and back into the sky where they belonged, vowing that he would personally see to it that they never went hungry again. The Brahmin spoke gently to his feathered family, and as one bird they took wing and mounted into the heavens. The king was filled with great faith at this sight, and he and all his court took refuge in the Buddha. Every day thereafter, at the king's command, 20 cartloads of rice were scattered to the crows and distributed to the poor and the needy. The Guru remained for many years in Bengal, working for the benefit of all creatures, and quite often he would sing this song. Listen, all of you who need to know, listen to Jaya's words of victory. By the grace of the Guru, perfect realization became mine. My treasury is filled with innate, spontaneously arising awareness. Now I am the minister of pure pleasure, who no longer attends the court of samsara. My king is the naturally radiant nature of being, who defeats the hostile powers of duality, detached from all worldly pleasure. After 700 years of selfless service, Jayananda was assumed into the paradise of the Dakinis. Ni modele tsendele, ni megong delekshim, nin sentak du delekpe, kuncho sumgi jingilo, kuncho sumgi ngadropzo, kuncho sumgi dashi sho. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness.